Alright guys, welcome back to another video. This is aka Spencer Dunbar, and today we're doing something new. It's not a 5-minute DD video. We are doing the 1K Dividend Account Challenge, and this is kind of the overview video, setting up the rules for how I'm going to do this. So for those that don't know what these are, if you do a 1K Dividend Account Challenge, typically you put $1,000 into an account with your top dividend paying funds and you track the progress. There isn't really an end that I'm going for. I'm not trying to turn 1K into 10K, although over time maybe that could happen. We will see, but I wanted to make this video to kind of hold myself accountable and see what people wanted me to do with this challenge, because it is fun and there's a lot of different things you can do. So I'm just going to make a quick video and we'll talk about the stocks I've chosen so far, as well as my parameters for why I'm doing this. We can see on the right, I've opened an entirely new Charles Schwab account for this challenge because I want it to be separate and I want to keep it exactly $1,000. And Schwab is apparently a really good way to track dividends, which I haven't used before. So I have to learn a lot about how they work and all the differences and what it'll show me and whatnot. So I will be learning a lot with this as well. But I think it's better to keep it separate from just my overall finances. So let's jump into what I've decided for the rules. And again, these are not concrete. These may change. And if people have better recommendations for rules or guidelines, I'll switch them if that's what people want, because I think it's good to just, I'm going to go with the flow a little more on this one, do what people want. So 1K split between 10 different stocks/ETFs, $100 in each, all bought the same day, January 1. So typically I would just buy these, on a dip. But that's the best way to do it, in my opinion. I would never invest $1,000 into the market on its own, unless it was one larger stock and it was down that day. But typically I dollar cost average, which I'm not going to do this time for just the sake of the challenge. It may cost me a little bit. It may make me more money. I don't know. Weekly price movement videos, kind of updates, and then monthly dividend videos. So the weekly price videos, I'll be doing those on like Instagram and TikTok, and then the monthly dividend ones I'll be talking about on Instagram and TikTok, but I'll be putting them here on YouTube in this playlist for you guys to see how the account does every month, because there are some monthly dividend payers. Diversification, this is a really key with these challenges, in my opinion, and with dividend stocks overall. So I'm going to split it between REITs, ETNs, BDCs, covered call ETFs, and domestic stocks. Now, this was hard because I like a lot of REITs, I like a lot of BDCs, and I like a lot of covered calls, but I do want to split it up a little bit. So far, I don't have any domestic stocks chosen, but I think like AT&T or Verizon could be a good one. There's tons of REITs out there. And then I have one ETN that I'm going to do. ETNs are extremely risky and can be kind of like liquidated at any point, apparently, from my research. So I'm only going to do one of those, but I think it'll be some good diversification, and the dividend yield is insane. And then I might throw in a stock like Zim or something like that people like. So, definitely splitting these up, trying to get 2 to 3 of each of these, except for ETNs. So far I've chosen JEPI with a 10%, almost 11% dividend yield. It is a covered call ETF backed by JP Morgan. I have a full video about it on TikTok and on YouTube, so you guys can check that out if you want to. It's relatively consistent, but it hasn't been around for that long, so it's a little bit on the riskier side. MPW, this is a REIT, but it's medical properties specifically. It's not just like renters' income. So they do, of course, get income from these properties, but it's a little bit different than just your typical like mom and pop owning a rental, which obviously it's a lot larger scale than that too, which is important. But I do like that REIT, and it is pretty beaten down right now. So I actually think that one has some of the most potential for price increase than the others, especially than the covered call funds. They don't move very much. Ticker ARCC, this is the largest BDC, 9.9% dividend yield, increasing that for a long time, consistent dividend payouts. And I love this one. It's a multi-billion-dollar company, so consistent, good payouts, like I said, and that yield continues to climb, which is extremely important. These are all most of these are going to be my favorite dividend stocks that I actually already own, and that's kind of an important thing. This isn't financial advice to say to go out and buy these. These are ones that I really do believe in for the most part, and there might be 2 that I don't believe in, which I will label those specifically because people want me to include them. So, $100 towards those, sure, we'll do it. And then the last one so far is XYLD, a covered call fund paying a 14.14% dividend yield. Really good yield. XYLD is a covered call fund that's old. It's a lot older than the others, like 2013 is when it first started paying. So it has more consistency, it has better history, but the price hasn't gone like crazy since it started paying. But the reason you hold this is for that 14% dividend yield. Another thing that I totally didn't think to add in here is reinvesting dividends. I'm conflicted on if I should have them reinvested or not, or just track it and purchase again. Like say I get paid a dividend and then every 3 months add the dividend back into the company so it's more fair. I don't know. That's a tricky one because if I do, the covered call funds pay out monthly and the REITs typically pay out monthly. And so if I reinvest those dividends and then the price increases, I'll hold more shares than the others because they've paid out a dividend more frequently. I mean, at least until they pay out their quarterly dividends. So I'll probably not reinvest, and then I'll have it calculated to where I can reinvest after everything has been paid out at least once, which is a hassle, but I'll do it. That's probably the best way to do it, I think. So like I said, I'm fluctuating on the rules. There's a lot that is going into this, but I'm excited. It's a fresh account. Never used anything in it before. Never used Schwab. So I am excited. And I think that TikTok is reacting well to it so far. We'll see how Instagram does and what they like about it. So let me know, any additional stocks you guys think I should add. I need 6 more spots. I have about 3 chosen so far, maybe 4. So I'm dwindling down on the numbers that I have of available seats. If you guys would like and subscribe to the channel, if you want to follow this journey, that would be great. And drop a comment, of course, on anything. If you want me to do a 5-minute DD video, I've been doing a bunch of those on different stocks for people who want more insight into specific stocks. So go ahead and drop a comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you guys for watching the video up to this point. I really appreciate it. And our subscribers are growing pretty quick. We're only at like 33, but still, I do appreciate all your guys' help. So as always, I will see you guys in the next video, and I hope you had a good day trading today.